Prasad is a brilliant guy. He's a lecturer at Stanford's Graduate School of Business. He's teaching MBA courses on trends shaping the world's workforce. I first met Prasad and got to know who he was when he was at Google for 15 years, and he founded their renowned people analytics team while he was at Google. He was also vice president of the digital work experience in Google Workspace, and today serves as an independent advisor to several companies, including BetterUp, DataStax, and Grab. So let's have a big round of applause for Prasad Setty.
I bet every one of your organizations has been thinking about, we want to be skills-based, right? We want to be a skills-based organization. And one of the things that many organizations have done in that sort of vein is to say, we are going to relax the requirements of needing a college degree for many, many jobs, and we're instead going to focus on the skills. And that's like a laudable and admirable goal, but Burning Glass just came up with a new report where they said that in spite of companies having this vision, when they looked at the data across millions of jobs that they had access to, only 1 in 700 incremental jobs have been filled with a focus on skills while relaxing college degree requirements. How do we make progress on important things like this? Well, Take2, a company that I know really well, is up to this challenge. Take2 is a new company that is trying to come up with powerful job simulations for high-volume sales and customer-facing roles. And their thought is, let us try and modularize all the tasks that companies want for these kinds of roles. And so it could include things like, how do you pitch a product? How do you manage objections? How do you learn new concepts and new sales motions, et cetera? All of these are the kinds of tasks that they have on their platform. And then they work with individual customers to say, what exactly is your product? What is your ideal customer? And what are your sales motions? And then they customize all of these tasks to that. And they do it using Gen AI to come up with these job simulations, which in the past were certainly possible, but took a lot of time and were very, very expensive. And now with Gen AI, you can do it very efficiently and effectively too. So we're going to see a couple of videos soon. They go by very quick. I want to orient you to them so that you're paying attention when they come up. And both the tasks that we're going to see is Take2 working with a hospital system, which is trying to hire for patient coordinator roles. In the first task, what they're looking at is a typical a patient comes in, they're afraid of getting an MRI scan because they have claustrophobia, and it's up to the nurse coordinator, the patient coordinator, to come up with reassuring messages and to help them be prepared for this, right? So that is the simulation that they're going to set up, and that's the video that we're going to see next. So here's how the setup is. If you're a candidate that's using the Take2 platform to apply to this job, you get like a view of what this simulation is. And then you hear from a particular customer, a patient who's going to be going through that, and they're going to talk about their fears. And then you, as a candidate, are supposed to then record a video about how you would respond to that patient, right? This is all created through Gen AI, customized to this particular platform, to this particular hiring situation. And years of selection sciences research has shown that when you provide people with a much more realistic view of what their jobs are, they're much more predictive of on-the-job performance. And so that is what Take2 is trying to do out here. Here's another example where they're trying to, for the same type of job, here's another task where the person has to review insurance information, et cetera, and come up with a scheduling situation for the patient where they check the billing information, et cetera, and they're supposed to schedule the patient, right? And again, the generative AI module that they pull up is automatically having this kind of a personalized chat experience with that particular candidate. All of this setup is much easier to do, and this might tell a particular candidate, oh wow, this is what I'm going to be doing all day long. And sometimes these kinds of realistic job previews might have people self-select out of the job. And that's okay too, because you've prevented a whole bunch of early attrition, right? And so what Take2 is now experiencing with the clients that they're working with is that they're able to have much higher early job performance, lower attrition rates, as well as they're able to widen the talent funnel rather than just looking at people who have experienced this particular job in a previous life. So that is where they're going. What kinds of possibilities might you have if you wanted to redesign experiences? In the interest of time, I'm not going to talk about some of the things that they have on the back end where they try and help with some objective scoring and so on to help hiring managers and recruiters make more use of this space.